Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Kutter28 here with Next Level Gamers, and sticking with my Assassin's Creed Back to My Roots saga, I thought I'd step up from the Brotherhood of last week to Assassin's Creed Revelations, and I'm also going to step it out with a huge, massive fail. Why would I want to steal the artifact when I can just catch a lift to the roof? That was pretty frustrating. I guess it happens. That's the way it goes. That's okay. We'll rectify the situation here momentarily, and I'll get what's rightfully mine. Now, I just want to give you guys a quick side note. I'm going to be putting in a playlist on the YouTube channel, so anything that I've been playing, you will see under, say, we'll put Cutter's Gaming. So that way, if you are looking just for my stuff, versus all the trailers we get a lot of news coming in through just regular trailers that you guys have been looking for. So we're making sure that's all posted up on the YouTube channel as well into our site. So if you haven't been to the site yet, definitely head over there, take a look at fornextlevelgamers.com. But like I said, I'll make it known so that you guys are knowing that it is a Kutter28 video versus, say, another Watch Dogs trailer or a Assassin's Creed 4 trailer or whatever game we're kind of covering at the time. Going on from last week's little episode there, going back to the Brotherhood, I had a blast. As I mentioned, I'm sure I talked about the fact of how it just felt great to be back where it started, really. Brotherhood was a turning point for me in my multiplayer experience, and that's where everything got started. So I thought I'd continue on and would try the Revelations. Now, a lot of changes happened when you came to Revelations. I actually find it harder now to get a match going within Revelations because I think what happens is that it's so far spread with so many different modes that I'm having a harder time getting in to the mode I actually wanted. I actually started trying to get into Wanted, and it kicked me out, and I got put into Assassinate. And quite frankly, I do not like that game mode. I'm horrible at it. Really, I suck. So I try to stay away from that. I played a few rounds of that, and then we jumped into Steal the Artifact. Now, this is a bit of a controversial game mode for some. Some don't feel it really belongs in the Assassin's Creed saga. It has mostly to do with the free running, right? Because let's face it, you're really supposed to stalk your target and then take them out and get your points that way. You're not supposed to be running around the entire 10 minutes with your head cut off. And that's basically what this game mode is. It's get the artifact, hide in a sense, but once you're out of abilities and stuff, it's more or less just get the hell out of there. So we'll see me kind of lose a few, gain a few back, and we just go back and forth. But like I said, you don't really stick around too long in one position because you can only take on so many people at once. So when you have 4 targets on you, you only have 2 abilities. So if you're able to take out 2 or 3 guys with 1 ability, that's pretty good. But I haven't crafted my smoke to last long. I believe I have it on rapid reload, so it's not going to get me too far. I might get 2 guys out of it, but that's as far as I'm going to go. I saw that one guy, I'll be hunting for him later, and he actually hit in a pretty unique spot that I hadn't seen before. So that was kind of cool. I knew he was there, and my reticule was lighting up that he was in the vicinity, and I could see him. So he's in my line of sight and everything, but he's still hidden from me. I didn't know where he was. But turns out he's just sitting on this little ledge. But his time was up, and I got the artifact back again. I also, at the end of this match, get robbed. You'll see, pretty disappointing. I kind of figured I had it in the bag, and just time ran out, and that's the way it went. So I want to talk about today mostly current gen versus next gen, and the games coming for both generations. Which way do you go? Do you just step back and go with the reliable system that you already have, and you know maybe it's just you can't afford the next system? I know a lot of people, I'm sure, won't be able to. So for me, that's no problem. That makes sense. You stick with that then, right? At least you get to play. For instance, and what mostly want to talk about is Assassin's Creed 4. Assassin's Creed 4 and Watch Dogs will be coming to current gen and next gen. Where do you spend your money, guys? Do you hold off and you wait, and then you buy it on next gen systems, PS4? What are you gonna get? What perks do you think you're gonna get out of holding off and going for that next gen? Obviously, graphics would be a no-brainer. In the instance of Watch Dogs, I know the connectivity is going to be massively different from PS3 or 360 to the PS4 and Xbox 720. You know they're going to be incorporating a bunch of different features for that. Assassin's Creed 3, though, or sorry, Assassin's Creed 4. How they're gonna make that different? I know they've talked about graphics already. That's a no-brainer. New hardware means prettier graphics, right? But along with that hardware should come other things. The share feature for the PS4. I'm imagining Microsoft's got something up their sleeve to kind of go with that as well, to kind of compete with Sony in that degree. So you can look for that, I'm sure, as another function on the Xbox. And I kind of don't know how often people are going to do that. When you're playing, so let's finish up this round, right? I put my 10 minutes in. We'll say I'm in a lobby with a bunch of friends. Do I back out, upload that 10, 15 minutes of gameplay, and then try and get back in with my friends? I don't think so. I think I'd rather just hold on and keep playing with my friends, and then if I have a good round before I leave, maybe put that one up. I don't know how much that share function is going to come into works with everybody. Obviously for me, this might actually work out for my benefit, but we'll see what happens. The problem is I'm not sure how I can incorporate what I'm doing currently with how that's going to affect my recording and audio and all that stuff. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, back to the topic of next gen and current gen. I'm kind of on the fence. I know if you stick with current gen, you already know what you're getting, right? The developers have been working on the systems for so long that they know the system inside and out. Whereas the brand new hardware, which is, I'm assuming, has been out for probably 2 years in their hands, maybe a bit longer per se. So they're still kind of new to that next gen console. So how many bugs are we going to get in the next game? So Watch Dogs, as connected as it is, will it all work on the next PS4 and Xbox 720 or Infinity now I've heard they're calling it? I'm looking forward to May 21st just so we know what the hell they're calling the damn system. So how many bugs will affect the game? Or have they fine-tuned it? Or maybe they haven't gone to its full potential because of the lack of knowledge to the system that they don't want the bugs to affect it, right? So I can see that too. So are we really going to get that much of a different game from one generation to the next? Maybe it's just, like I said, give me prettier graphics. A couple extra little features here and there. All that kind of stuff. Who knows? Definitely interested to see what you guys are thinking. Are you going to hold off and get Assassin's Creed 4 and Watch Dogs on the next gen systems? Or are you going to just buy them on current gen where you know they've worked out all the bugs, they know the hardware, they know the software is going to work, and all that kind of stuff, and you're going to be guaranteed a great game? Just a thought, guys. Let me know what you're thinking. Just leave me a comment in the section below. So let's get back into the swing of this game here. Obviously, I have about 2 minutes left on the game, and I'm still in first. I've got a bunch of people after me, as this guy is here, and I blew that. Just a little late on the smoke bomb is really what that was. Timing. Working on timing again, right? I know Assassin's Creed 3's had a bunch of tweaks with the smoke bomb. People actually were talking about removing smoke bomb. They'd like to see that removed for Assassin's Creed 4. Interesting concept, absolutely. But I don't know. It kind of goes hand in hand with the game. Smoke bombs have been around from the first one, so to see it disappear, I don't know. They took out mute. That was different. It doesn't really matter because they iterated the throwing projectile button, right? The triangle button on the PS3, and I'm not sure what it is exactly for the Xbox. But as you can see here, I'm just gonna wait it out. I've got a minute left, one pursuer after me, and the game should be pretty well mine at this point. But back to some of the changes. The free running, I guess, is my biggest complaint when it comes to Assassin's Creed 3. It's nothing similar at all to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood or Revelations. There's just a different flow to the game. Obviously here we're playing on a map from Brotherhood, not one of the newer ones from Revelations. It's still, everything flows between Brotherhood and Revelations. And when Assassin's Creed 3 came in, I know they introduced a new time frame, a new time era and all that, which is great, but it's so choppy, as I mentioned in the last video. It just cuts you up everything doesn't flow nicely, at least for my free running. You guys let me know. What do you think of the free running from Brotherhood to Revelations to Assassin's Creed 3? A lot of people hate runners. That's why they introduced the projectile button for Assassin's Creed 3 to eliminate that issue, right? So, anyways, guys, the video is just wrapping up here. Thanks again for watching. I am Kutter28 with 4 Next Level Gamers, and I'm out.